Hey guys, it's Mimi here, back again with another video. So, um, today I will be doing another video on Kaiju number 8. So, I've been playing catch up right now. I've been playing catch up for a bit. It's been over 2 years. Actually 3.5 years at least. But I am playing catch up right now, and this review, like chapter recap review, yeah. So like I said though, I'm doing a review. That's not what I want to say. Alright, so what I'm doing is making another video again because it's been since 2021, and so before I get into it, before I get there are things kind of happening, like life had different plans as to why. And the excuse would have been like, oh, wasn't that? I just, in a way, I don't know, I feel kind of burnt out a bit, but no, I'm back again. I'm playing catch up. I played catch up with Undead Unluck last week, Wednesday, when I gotten through when I caught up to the manga to 176 for Under the Unlock, right? So I'm catching up to Kaiju number 8. Thing is, alright, so here's what's happening, right? I'm on I'm in the the 60th chapter range, but this will be my review of my catch up review of chapters 36 to 40. So, right where I left off 2 years ago. So, so I saw so right where I left off 2 years ago, where I saw and Kafka are fighting and all that, and reading through chapter 36, it, it, reading through it, no, I read it like a few hours before, let me be honest here. And reading through the manga, reading through chapter 36, bro, it is just it. Cause one of my theories I had a year ago, where I think I said it on video, I don't remember, but I did say at one point that the little thing that's in Kafka's body is scared because of number 2. It kind of holds up, it kind of doesn't, but recapping through chapter 36, bro, they went out of control. And also, and I said this to some persons on the Kaiju number 8 Discord, when I said that little thing is scared and all that, but recapping through, like ISO is doing everything in his power to fight Kafka, and Kafka in his inner body fighting with the monster that took over his body. And oh, bro, it is just, the art isn't that bad though. Let's be real. And going through like page 12 and all that with oh wow, Ikuna. Ikaro, I should say, yeah. But let's be real here, though. Kafka fighting General Aizo, it is just, it is just, oh my goodness. Because, cause here's the thing, though. It's funny though. Seeing chapter 36, the contrast of it, and then seeing how every time Kafka does slowly evolve, and he's just fighting Aizo and cracking the buildings and all that, and you're just panicking and all of that, bro. You're just panicking, and then Ikaru is just like, she's just shocked to see number 2 and number 8 just squaring off with one another. It's so funny to me. And you're just, bro, it's just a straight up boxing match. It is just a straight up boxing match in the facility because Ansel is doing everything in his power to fight Kafka. Kafka is like, hey bro, I don't know what the hell is going on. But, and another thing too as well is, I don't know, because I feel, alright, because I am catching up to certain chapters and all of that, um, because I haven't seen any other videos reviewing it, I haven't seen any other series reviewing it. I've seen one video from someone in the community on YouTube talking about the chapter 95. Excuse me. But reading through chapter 36, it kind of proves to me that Kafka himself is going to evolve, but because at the last page, like number 8 strength is starting to surpass I Isauso's expectation. The thing is though, right? The form that I'm looking at, I get the feeling that what's going to happen later down the line, and the author better do this, so because let me put it this way. I've read up to chapter 40. Yeah, I read up to chapter 49 to, to chapter 50. So I know that's why I'm not gonna say anything right now until I can get to it, because number 2 ends on Izu squared off against Kafka. Um, I would say that's a level 2 form, like big size form, because 37 no. And so it's panicking. Everybody's just panicking because Kafka, because Kafka himself, or at least the little thing, the parasite thing in Kafka, it is just taking over. And they're just fighting, and just putting in the work trying to fight it with number 2's gear. And then they slam his fists together, ready to make a blast. The Kafka monster's like, nah, he ain't doing that, doing that. And he's just like telling the parasite to just calm down, to stop. But yeah, it's Kikaru, not Ifu. Yeah, Kikaru. It's been a while, but she's just panicking though, because Kafka, oof. Kafka is like, nah. But I like the fact that Kafka broke out. Alright, so reviewing now, recapping through 37 and how Picaro is saying don't lose to the likes of a monster like idiot and all that. And Kafka is just breaking out of the mm, what do you call it? Like the goo matter? And then he's going through and he doesn't realize that the parasite in your inner domain took form, a much bigger form, and then he just right through it. And then ate him completely, just ate his leg off. No, he chopped off both his legs and he's just in his body and he's like shit. And then they're just fighting. Iso is just saying the hopes and all that, and Kafka is remembering Mina. Then I will always be waiting, and then he gets the strength, and again the eyes. I've said it before, and I will keep saying it. There was something about Kafka's eyes in early chapters before the parasite went into him. Kafka had something about him. And that was the theory I wanted to make back in 2021 that Kafka might have had some monster blood in him. I don't know. But back to what I was saying though, because after he gets the motivation, seeing Mina's face and all of that, though, he broke out of it and stopped where his core is to stop himself. And I'm like, I'm impressed. And he's just like on his knee, just like, he won't allow it. He's not a monster. And I like the cool shot of his half his face and half the monster's face together. But let me put it through here right now, right? Because I've read through, like I said, I've read through chapter 40 to 45, 46, right? And actually, let me see. Right. Right. Now I remember what I remember what happened now. Right. So I'm not gonna talk about it yet till I do the recap of each chapter. So chapter recap of chapter 38 that I read no a few hours ago again. Kafka said he's not a monster, that he's Kafka Hibino, and he's knocked out. And Ice was like, put the weapons down and all that. When you got this guy, Okunogi, with this big ass weapon. Yeah, Jen. Hey, Jen. Bro, I thought Jen. Oh boy, Jen surprised me when I read the other chapter. But we meet Jen. I should say, Issa so saying, yeah, this and that, this and that. And they're asking him what he's gonna do with it. Then they have a board meeting whether they should keep Kafka or not, saying he's dangerous, that they need to kill him. All this and all of that though. And this is the sad reality of it. Because reading through chapter 30, going through chapter 38 again, And I real and I think I've called this out a little bit 2 years ago. The fact that the mere fact that he's gonna be turned Kafka is gonna be turned into a weapon by the military, and and the thing is, alright, let me finish this. Let me finish the recaps. They're talking about the real folk turning him into a weapon, but some of them don't agree with it because they don't want to keep him because he's way too dangerous. Then Kafka in the chamber, healing chamber, having flashbacks to Mina, to him and Mina when they were young, and then he's just like, "Am I alive?" And Iso's like, "Yep," and he's like, "Oh dear," because he's like, "Thank goodness," and all that. Then he's like, he's saying that he never thought he wouldn't have the courage to face Kikaro and all of that, and telling him about if saying he's still a monster in conclusion and all, and they're going to use him as a weapon, same way, and then call him by his name and his usefulness. And this is the thing where going through the recap, going through it, it kind of made me realize something that, and I think I've said this before, that at some point down the line, like I said, I'm not gonna talk about the other chapters yet, because I've read through the other chapters, like chapter 50 so. Yeah, so I read through chapter 40, right? Then I went to chapter 45, because he says it's gonna they're gonna use him as a weapon. And then we see number 9, the boy, the homie, number 9 returns, the menace himself. The menace himself, number 9. Bro, reading through chapter 4, reading through like chapter 39 to 40, I was like, grief. Then we recap into chapter 39, where Kikaru get an email. Looks like an email. And Kafka's disposal is put on hold for now. And her having an inner monologue, like her having an inner monologue wanting to be stronger. And then we see Commander Heiji going to guide her to the commander's room, talking about the commander and then this and that, this and that. And then we meet the commander though. Then we just see Jen just being a hermit, just bro, Jen, it just surprised me to see this man, Jen. This man has two personalities, one serious mode and one, ooh boy, not serious. And Edgy's like going in the room, the gap just kicking him, and he's like, no, my PS5. No, it's not. Oh no, it's not the PS5. It's the BS5. Oh boy. Man said, no, my BS5. Oh boy. Talking about how I'm getting clean his room. And then keep kicking him about. Then And then no Kikaru just beats it in my Kikaru just having a poker face like, huh? She's like, huh? Do I have to respect this guy? Oh, what was it? Oh, are you the reward daughter of Dr. Iso? Dr. Mr. Iso. And then she's monologuing, telling her name, she's from the third unit, and then he's saying, you don't need to be humbled. Then he's telling her to give he's gonna give her permission for the seat. No, bro. Chapter 39, page 14. Bro, when this monster was coming from the sea, the Kawasaki Ward, right? And I was reading this, I said, nah, that ain't Godzilla. You know what I call it? I said, that's Godzilla's cousin, Fred. I'm not even joking, bro. I'm not even joking. I said, this man looks like a reptile. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, I just said it. Like, chapter 39, page 14. I said, nah, this ain't Godzilla. You look like a rip-off reptar. No, bro, this ain't Godzilla, bro. This is Godzilla's cousin Fred. Who he doesn't even want beer roll. Cause the thing was covered and the military was just blasted it. Blasted. And it's not going through at all. And they just blast and I know Kikaru's just like amazing, they're holding it down and all of that. She's on the helicopter and then monologuing and all that. Then Jenny's getting ready. Jenny's getting ready. Then their manners, appearances, diligence and dignity. He doesn't seek anything from her from that. And then man went beast mode with his eyes. He only demand one thing. And he just went down with sword in hand, clapped Godzilla's cousin, Fred, punctured the knife, the sword, transferred it over, and blow that sucker up. It was amazing though. It was amazing though. And he's like, show me overwhelming powers. He doesn't need a well-mannered, incapable person. And Kikaru's like, how interested. And then I'm off to chapter 40, where he's standing on the blade. Like, this is the continuation from 39. Japan's strongest anti-monster fighter, Na, Naomi. Yep. And Kakaru is like, oh, interested. And and then we see him, he's all cool, stoic, and this and that, and then he's just like, and looking at it, it seems to me he's self-centered though. He doesn't have any confidence in himself internally. He doesn't have any confidence though because he's talking about someone else defeating the monster. Like it make yeah, he's saying about Ashuro defeated when it's him. It seems to me he has low self-esteem, and then he's just reading the comments, bro. This man is reading comments, and she's like, Japan's strongest is searching himself on the internet. Oh boy, that's what you do. The man talking about he's losing followers. And he's talking about he don't want to go no meeting. And then AG just come and say you're going. and then talking about number 8, and then Kafka is in the holding the holding part of the facility. The second saying he wants to be useful. He's wondering what he should do. He will do whatever he wants, just for his comrade's sake and all. The army shows up, come with him to the office, chief office, him and Narumi in the office with the chief, ready to get briefed on they have to work together to the first unit. And he had the vision though, but Narumi himself did not was not feeling it through this chapter, through chapter 40. He doesn't want number 8 to overshadow him. Because if you read through chapter 4 to page 13, it says, my presence should be enough for the strongest unit. If you excuse me, and then I still say it's not, you say there's number 9 that transformed into a human and gone into hiding, and number 10 that commanded monsters and deliberately attacked it. The defense force, they're clearly different to the monsters we've had so far. So he's trying to put, and listen, when I do the other recaps though, and it makes me realize, I don't know why. Then he's talking about advances and catastrophe and all that, and monsters evolving, and normally just say, alright, and then Kappa is saying he doesn't want to die yet, he wants to be useful, this and that. Alright, so I'm gonna do, I get it with low self-esteem, but yeah, I guess some people would see Narumi comes off as like a narcissist who's full of himself, but I'm like, the thing is though, because I'm gonna do, alright, so here's what I'm gonna do a recap of chapter 41 right now. So what I just did was do a recap from chapters 36 to chapter 40. So I'm gonna do a recap now to chapter 41. I'm gonna do a recap to chapter 41 to 45. And then chapter 41, I like the quote chapter 41 page has. Crowns are just decorations on a throne. I see Narumi with a crown and a chair with a controller and all things around it. And I'm like, we all have flaws, we all have this and that. So chapter 41 is basically the city shaking and all that, and we get all this. There's a sinkhole in Shingama City, Tokyo, and then all of a sudden, no, initially I thought there were locusts coming out of the hole to attack, and then I kept reading further. No, they're fucking monster ants. I'm like, good grief. And then they're doing everything, getting the turn. And then hijinks about he needs this and that going to work, and then he's leading the charge, kicking asses and all of that. And these monster ants do not play. The army themselves, Because people are talking about going to like the safe houses and all that, the safe shelters and all that, but they were packed. Then you got this brother and sister hiding from one of the ants. The ants saw it and was ready. It was ready. It said nah, violence. Then Narumi came, defeated it. Kid was like, yes, yes, and Narumi polluting this and that. Then they're spreading out and all of that. Kapta and then all three looking on, ready to fight. Then going to look on in a monologue, and Kapta is like in his mind saying he's gonna try and be useful. Yeah, so this is chapter 42. I'm recapping now, and then they're just fighting these ants and heading out ready to fight. And then platoon leader Shinome ready to assist Kikaru, which you're realizing Kikaru is just wailing on these ants, just going, having flashbacks, saying Hirshona is so fast, trying to match Ashura's attack, and she just going ham on them. And Kafka's like, go, Kikaru, go. And then Kagome is like, oh, not bad, bro, not bad. And she just going. She's like, don't turn your back on her. And she's like, oh, don't worry. She's pumped. And you're just ready to scrap it out with these monsters. And then this ain't how odd it is. And then they're wondering why are they here? Why are they out here? They realize. So alright, so basically, to recap from chapter 42, to save you guys some of the boredom and all of that. So basically, in chapter 42, they're wondering why these ants are coming out, and why they're coming after Kafka. Then we got the reveal. It's number 9. Number 9, or at least a version of number 9. I think Beta. Yeah, this is Beta. One of his split clones that he has. And Kappa is just fighting, wondering he has to survive to make his way to her. Talking about Mina, I assume yes. And then no higher energy reading. Kafka can't transform for some reason. Because right through all through chapter 42, because Kafka can't transform for some reason and he's not sure why. And then we see the reveal of number 9. And just to recap, like 43, like them fighting number 9 was so brutal though. Cause number 9 is like, these pests, how can they beat me like this? And number 9 is like, oh, good. He's like, good to see number 8. And he just clapping. He was just clapping Kafka like it was nothing. And like trying to test him out and all of that. Kafka in pain. He can't transform because one of the things we find out is that the reason why he couldn't transform was fear. That was later on, but number 9 was putting in the work in chapter 43. No, the ants, oh boy, they were putting in the work. And the doctor's like, Dude, the power is going, the power is surging, they're expanding. Why are they doing this? Why? Why are they expanded? And then you just see this nice shot of number 9 coming up, number 9 beta just coming out, looking all grotesque and all of that. And then he's like, the seas have sown, and then he wants to obtain the power, which I'm gonna say this though, he wants the power of number 2. That's basically what this entire chapter is about. Him fighting and Kappa having the difficulty to transform, and then Kikaru come in the clutch. He's like, "What is this? This and that." Just fighting him, and she almost got clapped because we're going to chapter 45. She almost got clapped. Let's be real. Because Iso sees Dotto there and he said he wants to go there, but the other guy is like, no, you can't go there. You have to stay here. They need him in the headquarters and all of that. And he said he needs to let the new generation overcome this though. And then Kikaru is asking if he can transform. He's saying he don't know. So this is where Kikaru was holding up against number 9 beta, and she was just swinging that axe like nothing. And let me tell you this though, as a reader, let me tell you this though, as a reader and as like a fan, let me say this though, with utmost analysis that I'm giving right now, with utmost analysis and my thoughts on this, we should be lucky this author has not be like other new gen mangakas who will just kill off every single other characters like nobody's business, because when number 9 pointed his finger and shot Hikaru in, I don't know if it looks like a liver shot he gave her. It's definitely a liver shot. And that would be enough to kill a person if she wasn't wearing that suit. But I'm telling you right now, she'll be lucky she hasn't died off. I'm surprised. Because number 9 is confused saying, huh? She outlived that? Because she just waiting on him because she wants to protect. She wants to be like. So basically, through Kikaru, this entire thing with Kikaru is that she wants to be like her mother. She wants to be able to protect people because basically her mother died from one son and all that. So she wants to protect everything. She vowed to get stronger so she can protect everyone, protect the people she loves, and she won't let people die. And it's good and all of that. It's good. I like that though. Alright, so this is where I would stop at chapter 49. It's a cover page for Hikaru. So we see more flashbacks of her and her mother, her fighting again, trying to put in the work. Kafka himself trying his best, breaking his ankles, trying to fight Hikaru in her attack, slicing number 9, and And then Kafka's like he's ready, but the little parasite himself is just like no. And the little parasite showed him like a vision of him murdering every single person in the squadron, and he just went ballistics, murdering everybody. And Kafka is like, he was realizing the blood and all that, and he's like, and this is the fear, and this is the fear he has. The fear he's like he can't transform because of the fear, and he's like, because he's fear of losing control, fear of so basically his episodic moment is him cannot transform because he fears that if he transforms, he's going to get out of control and he's going to murder every single person in his vicinity if he goes out of control. And that's understandable. Going there, just having a moment for himself, and Kakaru telling him don't look down and then don't underestimate themselves and all of that. And Kafka, and that gave Kafka the motivation to believe in himself and transform into number 8. Kakaru's like, finally, it was late. And then that was the end of chapter 45. I could still keep going for the I'm wondering though. 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. You know what? I'm doing this for y'all. I'm doing this for myself and my sanity. So I'm gonna recap the rest to put it on a median. So chapter 46, they're all fighting, they're all talking, hearing the reports of the zone, wondering what's happening, and then number 8 is out, and then he's ready to fight. And then all fighting number 9 is just like final. And then number 9 is saying he's learned a lot. And it was so interesting because recapping for chapter 46 and all that, when number 9 said that he's learned a lot and he's evolved from the last time they met, he said that because of that he was learning. Yes, even though they say progression and all of that, because number 9 was like he owed him some gratitude to Kafka, because if Kafka didn't push number 9, he wouldn't have grown out of his shell and evolved, because number 9 was just taken aback by Kafka. Now we just pulled out one of the ants' core. And then just making number 9 confused, saying why is this one different? Kafka is having a monologue and all of that, saying how ironic it is, this and that. Kafka doing his fighting styles, shooting all energy from his foot, saying he needs it. And just fighting number 9. Number 9 Beta. I don't think it's Gamma. No, because he split in two, Gamma and Beta. And just going through that. I'm just going through the motion for each recap. So I'm at chapter 47. So he finally beat number 9, but number 9 trying to regenerate. Beta can't fuse, so he's trying to call upon Gamma, the other part of number 9, and saying he can't come over because he's fighting Nar- Narumi and all of that. And he's running. Wait, what? So basically, in the fight, we find out that Narumi himself has monster eyes, and we find out that number 9 can counter. Number 9 can learn and evolve. Like he's learning and all of that. And when we get a thing where saying number 9 is a parasite monster, saying how menacing he is. And then Naruto is like, he's just gloating. And then because we pay attention to his eyes, and it confirmed that these are not natural eyes, these are monster eyes. Because through the recap, we find out that no, this is my recapping, right? Going through it, and it was so odd to me when I found out that the retinas that Narumi has are from is from number 1's retinas, Japan's oldest number weapon. So that you're telling me that they've experimented on him. And this is the thing I have to. So this is where I'm gonna have to take a step back and like kind of go through the motion right now and wonder. So that's why Narumi is the project protege for that unit, and why he's that above. But let's talk about this for a moment, right? Let's talk about this one. This is from number 1, Kaiju number 1, right? This also confirms my theory, one of my old theories that I didn't get to do, but it maybe kind of confirms one of my theories that they do have a monster underneath their base that they're using, because and this is why all these monsters are attracted to these areas. Should I do theory time now? Alright, you know what? Let me finish the recap. Alright, chapter 48. We see Narumi's retinas and all of that. How their number 9 is saying this is weird. And he's wondering how can accurately he can't dodge it, how accurate his eyes are. Because the monster eye, because Kaiju number 1's eyes are the best at looking at everything through and attacking without you moving and all that. Just see every single movement. So that's what I get from the exposition. And he's looking for his core, trying to beat him, chopping him up. They thought they defeated them. And then that's when they realize in chapter 48 Right throughout, they realized that number nine laid a damn trap. Because when they realized that number nine beta and number nine gamma were distractions, because the real number nine decided, alright, I made it known. Because in chapter 49, the man made it into the base, about to clap everybody. Then Iso was like, alright, it's time to fight him now. Because the only reason why he went there, the reason why he went all through this trouble, is to get number two. Because in number nine's mind, and this is interesting to me because in number nine's mind, he was saying that he has to make this move to ensure to take this weapon from the humans. He decided that he was going to go through the trouble to take this from the humans. Because let's be real, here though. This fight, entire fight between ISO and number 9, oh boy, oh boy. We just see an evolved form of number 9 versus ISO. And they just scrapping it out in the lab. Yeah, man said, did I go too far? They're really killing him, and man was like, ISO getting clapped. Bro, that is so sad, bro. ISO just getting clapped by number 9. Number 9 said, oh, I think I went too far. Because the man is like, bang, bang, bang. Man just going through everything, and he's just remembering ISO saying he's gonna end him there today. Then I'm gonna do recap 50. Let me do recap 50 and then do theory time. So recap 50, they're trying to get to the base. Number 9 just looking at bulking on at least 10, 12 feet tall. And everybody's telling him saying, get out the area, we need to help you. The scientist guy's like this and that. And then they're just fighting. I just was like, yep. I didn't know what number 9 meant to say, yep, that's right. It is power suitable for me to gain. I initially thought he meant number 2's power. I thought he meant number 2 power. But maybe he was referring to number 2. But I'm wondering if he was referring to ISO. Because ISO clapped him, regenerates. They're fighting again, fisting it out, having memories. Having memories and all of that. Just fighting it out, fighting it out, fighting it out. And he's like, he's doing this for the for the new generation. This and that. And then we see flashbacks. Then him holding off to number 9. Number 9 is like, he's struggling. He said he won't be left in her future. Talking about Kikaru, he's doing this for her as a younger generation. Alright, so that's the end of the recap for these. I'm gonna do it again like recap you will see what I mean. So let's get to theory time, right? Let's get to theory time before anything else. So it suggests to me that because if they have number one's eyes, like his retinas, and they put it into Narumi's, right? This is my thing though. How long? Alright, so let's get into theory time. I'm wondering if the more Narumi used the number one's eye, like Kaiju number one's eyes, I'm wondering the more it will slowly transform him. I'm wondering though. I'm wondering if it will slowly kind of turn him a bit. But I've read through the other chapters, but I am gonna recap as well. But and another thing too as well. Is it number one's DNA they use for the suits? I know they use some of number two, Kaiju number two's some of his armor to mass produce armors, but why do I get the feeling that part of their early prototypes it was number one's like energy, like body parts they used to make armor out of? Like for the first prototype, when number two came, they did the same thing. For the other ones, we don't know for sure yet, but because here's the thing, alright? Because right through chapter 36 to chapter 40, we're getting Kafka's dream to be useful, but again, being used as a weapon is. Let me tell you, being used as a weapon, being used as a device by people, that usually leads to it does not lead to anything positive. Kafka might see himself being useful for the military, but my theory is that down the line, I feel I've never actually got to make a theory, but I'm gonna make a theory. I feel as if the- down the line of each chapter and all of that, I feel down the line he's gonna start realizing that I think what's gonna happen, he's gonna start to realize that some of this shit is not worth his time or energy or help. Because I made a theory back in 2021 that I think I made it on the channel as well. But I made a theory that we were gonna get like a Monster Island type thing where yeah, I remember no. I remember it. We were gonna get like a Monster Island, like where Kafka is gonna go to a Monster Island with other fully transformed kaijus like him, human kaijus like him. And I theorized we were gonna meet like twin kaijus. We don't know yet. Because listen, if this is supposed to be a play and an inspiration on like like tokusatsu, especially kaiju movies and all of that, like literally Godzilla and other stuff, Gamera, Mothra, Hidora, Ghidorah. I expect to see later down the line of my theory that we're going to get a monster island. Now we're gonna get a monster island and Kafka is gonna meet all the other hybrids. Because I'm like, cause give me a minute there. All right. So, because here's my theory. I feel that down the line, Kafka is gonna feel some, and this is my theory. This is just my little theory that I'm saying, like my theory time right now. That I feel Kafka is going to. How would I say it? How am I at 1-0 already? How? I was at 50 just now. Okay. Um, I was just at 50. I was just now. Okay, never mind. Alright, I'm just theorizing a little bit. I feel down the line in my theory, like my theory that Kafka is gonna feel some type of way seeing all of this. Because if I want to recap the other chapters, but I'm not gonna recap them now. That is so weird. I was at the 50th mark. How did this go up? I was gone for a minute. Fine. Alright. Let me do a little more theorizing of it. So, what's gonna happen? And this is what I think personally is gonna. He's gonna feel some type of way. He's gonna have because through early chapters from 2020, 2021, when I was reading Kaiju number 8, I know me coming back, slowly coming back to the community, playing catch up, doing this video, this recap review video and all of that, it makes me realize though that down the line, Kafka's gonna feel some type of way that because one of my theories is that I feel what's gonna happen is that Kafka is going to meet others just like him, and I feel what's gonna happen is that they're gonna tell him that, or they're gonna tell him that this isn't something new. Your case isn't something new because they're gonna use you. Because my thing is, and I think I've kind of theorized this before on the Kaiju number 8 Discord at one point in 2021, 2020 or 2021. Maybe I didn't say it, but I feel what's gonna happen, like in my theory, this is one of my theories. I feel what's gonna happen is that at some point in time, if when they do deal with these monsters, though, I feel what's gonna happen is that I feel they're gonna. I feel some people are gonna wanna have Kafka killed because there is no way in hell like someone like Kafka can be this naive into thinking that you'll be standing there being used as a goddamn weapon for the military and then no they're gonna do away with you when everything is sorted out, when everything is just fine, throw you out or find a way to kill you and then no do experiments on you, use your body, your DNA for research purposes. Because, and I personally think he's gonna snap. I feel Kafka is gonna snap because what I've been reading through, because I finished up to chapter 59. I finished up to chapter 59 to chapter 59 to 64. No, I think 65 to chapter 65. So I'm gonna do more recaps of it when I do get the chance. So yeah, this is my little theory, and this is my recap though, because I'm glad to be catching up. I'm glad to do more videos and theories because I'm convinced Kappa is gonna snap one day. He's not gonna take your shit no more because I can guarantee you right now, and this is my other theory, I can guarantee you right now that there are other failed experiments, other test subjects who went through the same thing Narumi went through right now. Testing those because I get the feeling Narumi is not the only person who went through the trial to test out Kaiju number one's eyes. I feel there might be other people who were slated to try number one's eyes and failed and died. And he was just lucky to be the perfect candidate. Because I'm sure all the other candidates died. So yeah, that's my theory on this. So look out for my next recap and theory videos. So yeah, thanks guys. Thanks for taking the time. Bye now.